Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the stream. Your boy, Leo Lovelace, is here with Final Fantasy XVI, my first ever Final Fantasy game. I feel like this has been a long time coming because I've had the Final Fantasy VII Remake for a long time and I haven't gotten around to playing it. But Final Fantasy XVI just came out today and we get to jump in. I don't know how long whatever this prologue is, but hopefully we can do it in one stream. I'm at the PlayStation menu here instead of like the game home screen because I started the game up because I thought, oh, it'll put me at a menu screen, but it started a cutscene like as soon as I opened the game. It's like, oh, I didn't expect that, so now when I go back into the game, we can see the cutscene together. Yay! Hello, Master. Welcome. Hello, anybody who may be lurking. Time to see how much I can remember from my one-half remembered playthrough of Remake. I don't know how much Remake would actually be connected to... Well, I don't know how much any of the Final Fantasy games are, like, connected to each other. I've always assumed that they're all pretty self-contained stories, unless there's a direct sequel like X and X2, and then I think there was like 13.1, 13.2, and 13.3. I could be wrong. Seems like Leo needed to do a little lore research himself. Yeah, that was when I was finishing setting up the game, and then like I opened the game, it had me pick a bunch of settings, and then it started the cutscene, and I was like, oh, what? Okay. I've been waiting all day to play this. Like, as soon as GameStop opened, pretty much, I went and I picked it up, and I installed it, and I downloaded the update, and it's just been sitting here on my PlayStation. It's time. It is time to play this game.
Who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals? And that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
I don't know what's going on, but the graphics are good. Oh shit, I'm playing? I just noticed the buttons pop up on the screen. I'm pretty impressed with the music, just from this little intro bit. I think I've read before that Final Fantasy XVI was like the all-star lineup of like previous Final Fantasy directors and like team members and whatnot. Like I think the guy who did the combat is the Devil May Cry combat designer. I think like they had other big studios helping them out with bits of it. I don't know. It seems like they really had an all-star cast. That's Final Fantasy for you. No respect to identifying cutscene from gameplay. Hopefully just get better at realizing it throughout these. Cloud? It's not Cloud. Clive. They both start with a CL, right? I think Clive is the main character. 873. The Nysa Defile. Okay. hard on chat.
Right soon.
It's just like YouTube has started to put this emoji in the corner of a bunch of chats,
Shiva's dominant.
and I don't see a way to like remove it.
No one else.
It seems like it's just built into the chat. Like I don't have an option to turn it off.
How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Well, it's weird actually because I don't see it in the YouTube chat, but I see it in my OBS chat.
Let's get this done.
Heart. Hello, Sebi. Thank you for the heart. But yeah, I don't know why it's showing up there. That's strange. Oh, it's blocking part of the words, too.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
Yeah, I don't know why it's showing up.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Just didn't notice it at first. I mean, it shouldn't show up in the chat box on the corner like that. That's very strange. Like, it should just be in the actual YouTube chat box or OBS chat box, but, like, there's no reason for it to show up on my chat box like that. Because it's never done that. Like, this is the first time that's ever happened. So I didn't even notice that it popped up like that until you just mentioned it, Master. Yeah. I don't have the heart anymore. Sebi is free. The heart is annoying because it blocks some of the words. Like, I don't know why they would think it's a good idea to have this unremovable icon that actually blocks some of the words. Like, just makes no sense. Let's see. All right, let's see if this works. Can I remove it using this little bit of code? YouTube chat properties. Hey, there we go. That worked. It removed it. Okay, we're good. Thank you, person on Reddit who posted a little bit of code. Very helpful. Just had to add that into my source code, and then we were good. Maybe YouTube loves you. That would be nice. I wouldn't mind if YouTube loved me. Hi, Leo. It's Abandoned, or if you want to say Dofi. Another new name, huh? Welcome to the stream. Can't believe people had to invent code. I mean, to be fair, it was one line of code, but yeah, you shouldn't have to add in code just to remove something that YouTube forced in like that. That should be optional in the first place. It doesn't say what it is, though. It looks like a reaction control panel overlay is what it's called in the code. Something like that. Made a channel. I have over 1,000 views on 3 videos. Nice. That's impressive, especially for just starting out. Yeah, that's a great start. Good luck with your content creation journey.
We don't have time for this. All hell is about to break loose.
Yeah. I can't walk any faster than this.
Time to move.
Sounds like a big fight just started. They recently added the oldest video filter on channels again. Maybe one of those things YouTube tests for chump. Oh yeah, it could be, because it doesn't seem like it's consistent. It was there for me for a while, and then it disappeared, and now it's back. Like, I don't know. Is that like a magical... What do they call those? That's not like a trebuchet, right? Trebuchet is like a... it's like some old school medieval thing, but I don't think that's what it was. Catapults? Iron Blood. Like Azure Lane?
They won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
Chocobo for war mounts. Are the chocobos just is that like one of the ongoing like memes or references? Like there's always chocobos in every Final Fantasy game? Zernitra Stronghold? Is this what the demo was?
You refuse. Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
Catapult, probably. Oh, it's their version of a horse. Okay. Just a species of animal in the Final Fantasy verse. Hi.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights
I'm wondering
will
what a
be at
dominant
bay.
is. It's like the trump card of each army or city or something?
The Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's
This guy is humongous.
Which just leaves me.
That must be their dominant. That's why he's so big.
Will rule the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
But I just started. I like her outfit. I like those like flared,
You call
as you can tell by my design, those like flared collars, especially the ones that have more of the fur look. Excuse me.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
What was that expression? That's kind of sus. Benedicta, I don't know if I trust you.
Front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Time to actually fight. Bonk. They both need to be bonked. But I think this is the first M-rated Final Fantasy game, right? So, who knows? Seems like they have a lot of motion blur going on in this. Like, as soon as I start moving the camera, it's like, oh yeah, motion blur time. I might have to turn that off if it's an option. I'm not a huge motion blur fan, I gotta say. Can I turn it off? Wow, I can't? Unless I missed it. All you have is brightness and whether you want graphics or frame rate. Alright, just have to get used to it, I guess. Motion blur like that can get distracting. Yeah, exactly. I don't mind a little bit, but this seems pretty strong.
Take the van.
Wait. Something's not right.
Titan. So the Darmaks finally grew tired of being slaughtered. Ha! And look who's here to greet the bastard. Come on.
So what is this? A Titan, and is this a dominant? The gameplay focus thing, it was either action or a story focus. Oh, it's all gonna like explode or something? No? I picked action focus, which is just like, it's basically for people who are comfortable with action games. Pick action focus, and if you really just want to experience the story, then you can pick story focus. You get like better equipment at the start. Maybe the enemies are a little weaker. That type of thing. That don't look good. Oh. Or he can zoom.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
I wonder why they all call him Wyvern if his name is Clive.
Right on top of us.
The music is really good.
Anytime, Wyvern.
I'm trying, man. I don't think it has been specified master now.
Who's gonna stand there?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's neither. It's like some impartial third party, maybe. Close call. Or not impartial third party, an interested third party. A boy got smushed.
Wyvern! Wyvern! I told you before, you do not get to die here.
Long way for a human to fall, and he bets on what he is. Considering their brother, considering their nickname for him is Wyvern or whatever, maybe he's like part dragon. Or he's like, has like a dragon spirit or something like that. I don't know exactly what the magic system and whatnot of this is, but with the nickname of Wyvern, that's like a meme in FGO actually, Wyverns. 13 years earlier, flashback time.
Do you yield? Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Oh, hello. Wonder what this guy's canon event is. Something's gonna happen to his brother, and that's gonna
2 arms.
change his life.
Wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
I wonder if this is gonna be the intro to combat. Yeah.
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Attack the Lord Commander. 4-swing combo. Alright.
Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the
Spellcraft.
phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without.
Phoenix?
Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Sounds a little extreme. I never really questioned what made the other characters so tough or strong. Yeah, I think in any type of action or fantasy stuff like this, a lot of the time you just kind of have to take it for granted. Like, okay, that's part of the world building or the lore. Like, this is the strongest person. What makes them so strong? You don't know until you fight them, and then you experience their overwhelming power, and you're like, oh yeah, this person's pretty strong. I can see why they're called the strongest person. Like that guy in Mushoku Tensei. If you watch that, the dragon person that they interact like towards the end of the season.
Excellent. Keep them coming. Well done. You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should. You flatter me, my lord. Or would you rather I flattened you? Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it.
That makes sense. Learn how to block.
Chose, Lord Rossfield.
There's R1 to evade. All right. Ah, the perfect evade combo. I've always been more of a fan of the turn-based combat. Even the Final Fantasy's old Barfill method kind of irks me, but the remakes and that real-time-ish combat is pretty fluid and smooth. I forget if I've mentioned before, but generally speaking, I'm really not a fan of turn-based combat. Like, more often than not, it just kind of bores me. I see why people like it, because it's a little more strategic with, like, planning out your moves. But for me, like, I want to feel like I'm always doing something, unless it's a cutscene. So I much prefer the real-time, personally. So I think the more real-time focus of the recent Final Fantasy games is what is actually getting me interested in wanting to play them. If they were still turn-based, I don't know. Like, it's kind of where I'm at with Octopath Traveler, where the second one that just came out a couple months ago, Octopath Traveler 2, got fantastic reviews. Like, the graphics look great, and it interests me, but I know it's turn-based. I'm like, well, historically, I don't like turn-based. Usually I'll still give it a shot, but it's not as easy of a sell as if it's real time. But obviously, to each their own. Like I said, I totally understand and can see why people would like turn-based. Why'd the flatten remarks sound kind of flirty? I thought the same thing when he said it. I just didn't say anything.
Never take your eyes off your enemy. Come on.
Precision dodge, nice.
Dodge that.
Ah,
I was sure I had you.
That was amazing!
come on, give me another precision.
Nice try.
There we go. 2 out of 4 precisions, not too bad.
Good. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me.
I guess this is partly what makes Clive strong.
I'm waiting.
It's gonna be like a big forward dash or something. Perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. An iconic feat.
Good.
Fly at your foe before he can raise his guard. Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished.
I love when you're practicing, get a perfect dodge, but the next one's a bonk because you celebrate too early.
You seem a little worse for wear.
Yeah, happened to me right there a couple times. Consumables, okay.
That'll have to be for now.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory, or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test.
Test.
You've recovered
Oh.
from your soaking, I trust. You want to kick a man while he's drowned?
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Final Fantasies need to sleep, everything's different. No, it's not iconic, it's aconic. Or iconic, however you pronounce that. I'm assuming iconic, yeah. I mean, that's just like fantasy stuff in general, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, they do need to come up with these strange names. Indicates an opponent's will to fight back, break their spirit by landing attacks. Damn. Okay.
Go on. You're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Easy peasy, my guy. Didn't even land a hit on me. His will has been broken, so he's been staggered. Deal as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. R2 and square is another iconic. Aconic? I don't know if it's aconic or iconic. Granted Clive by the blessing. Alright, R2 square. Of course, I wasn't close enough to use it. It didn't tell me I needed to be close.
I took my own advice. I used all the tools at my disposal.
Hey.
Go on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Just a little more. We believe in you.
You're a damnably quick learner, Lord Rosfield.
Oh, yeah. Eat this. Come on, Murdoch. Fight back. Fight back. Didn't land a single hit on me. It's not the guard gauge. If the will gauge... Oh, spell. Now it's not the guard gauge. It's the will gauge. Oh, that's what the second bar is. The will to fight thing. They'll never know the difference. At least it keeps it fresh. Yeah. For new players like me, I guess it's... I wouldn't have even known. But I guess it's kind of funny that it just keep coming up with new names for these things.
He won! See? I told you he could do it.
Aye.
Bested at last. It's taken me long enough. That was a display worthy of your father.
Thank you. I wonder who my father is.
True shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise, including me.
This is like my
What are you
bro.
gawping at? Back to your drills.
Well, that was a clever way to introduce the combat tutorial. So is this is like my little brother? He has some healing ability?
I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why.
Yeah, the canon event is definitely something happening with this kid.
You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's back.
Hey,
So I'm like a prince then?
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you.
I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy.
Didn't they say father's back?
Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
good day to you, Mother.
Are they brothers or not?
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
What is this complicated family dynamic?
Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
Weren't they both born the Phoenix? Didn't they both have the power? And who's this random girl? Immunodeficient royalty child causes drama. Check for olden times. True. Obligatory old school fantasy. It's freaking A Plague Tale is like the exact same thing. I don't know if you played that. The first one was good. I'm pretty interested in the second. I'm just waiting for a sale. But that's like the same thing. The younger brother, you play as the older sister, and then the younger brother is like that same immunodeficient type thing. He's like the star of the family. But I guess that was a much, much bigger deal in the olden times when there wasn't as much medicine and technology and knowledge on it.
Nice, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father.
Hopefully this guy's a better dad than my mom is a mom.
To watch Clive spar.
Is that so?
Quiet, Toggle. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father,
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Alright, so she's not related to us. She's somebody else. A friend of the brother, I guess?
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. You must make ready.
is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Alright, so this guy doesn't hate me like the mom.
Your Grace.
But he doesn't like when I call him father? I don't... He seems chill. He seems chill. The canon event, he's gonna die too. He's gonna die. The brother's gonna die. This girl's gonna die. The puppy is gonna die. Clive is going to go on a redemption... Or not redemption. A revenge tour.
Where do you think you're going? Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Alright. Is that like a quest name? Hold down L3 and trust in your animal instinct to point you in the right direction. Oh, okay. So this is like a way to avoid having a mini map but still have an objective marker. Ghost of Tsushima did something similar, which was really cool. If you haven't played Ghost of Tsushima or haven't watched anybody play, one of my favorite games of the previous generation. Fantastic. I really hope there's a sequel sometime soon, but it didn't have like the UI or the HUD and stuff. So what you would do is you swiped on the controller and then the wind in the game would blow, and whatever direction the wind blew, that was the direction you needed to go for your objective. So there were a bunch of like tall grass, a bunch of trees, stuff like that. So you could just watch the screen and see what direction those were blowing in the wind, and you knew, okay, I need to go in that direction to get to the objective. I thought that was really, really cool game design. When a problem or obstacle is needed, war is a pretty common option. War do be coming often, especially in medieval fantasy games. Yeah, it sure seems like it. I mean, there's a lot you can do with it, so it makes sense, but...
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure.
73Y? What is Y? That's the definition of... That's the, like... You couldn't use, like, meters or feet. It's 61Y. Yards, maybe?
More refugees arrived today.
Preparation is key. We must... They've closed the gates.
Of course they've closed the
Side
gates.
entrance is still open.
What is this? Items can be found across the realm? Okay.
Let's get this stuff
A potion!
calls for our heads. Right you are.
I need me a mini-map. My sense of direction is terrible in real life. I don't need additional obstacles. I need GPS vision. Thank God for GPS, man. I mean, once I've been somewhere once, I can generally remember how to get there, as long as it's not that far away. I feel like I'm good at creating like a mental map in my head of the area I'm in, if that makes sense.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. Did I say to speak?
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him.
Japan uses metric. Oh, that's Imperial.
Your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Alright, so we're the good guys.
Stand.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
I thought I said stand.
Word. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
If I follow my body, I could look down and not pay attention. I'd still make it home. Anywhere new is GPS. Anywhere new is GPS, totally agree. But yeah, like, just like stores, areas near where I work or live, like I can remember them pretty quickly. Recognizable landmarks. We're being told we're the good guys. It depends if we agree with their logic and reasoning. That's true. That is true, Master. I'm just more going on how they're acting, but they could actually not be the good guys.
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
What is this?
I think someone's...
Oh, that's like the ice crystal thing from the lady who was attacking earlier.
I'm having my bearer filled well, my lord. Best to save what crystals we can, eh?
Hello, Ved. Welcome to the stream. Game seems quiet. Yeah, it's been like interesting. It seems the gameplay, like in this, it's really quiet. So I've been changing the volume throughout the stream. Like this is more realistic for the game, for you guys to actually hear it. But then when it goes into a cutscene, it's like the volume just doubles, and then I have to lower it again. Like for whatever reason, it doesn't seem consistent.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't it?
Like you see how loud that was when he opened the gate compared to everything else? Like right now, the music still seems kind of quiet, but when he opened the gate, that was like ear-shattering. So it's hard for me to find like the right spot where you can hear it well, but it's also not gonna like suddenly get really loud and then blow your eardrums out.
There's Joshua.
That child is the future of our nation. He must be...
Where's Oh, there he is. Hello.
Clive?
Are you worried about the war?
The soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help.
Split the difference. True, could do that.
I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua.
Do I not have the
Father will
Phoenix? Did
guide you.
they not say that I was born with it?
And I
Like
will
wasn't
protect
that the
you.
power I was using?
Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive. I'm alright.
Well, it was nice chatting, Joshua. Who's this guy? Another crystal thing?
Marquis. Forgive my man, you'll be done in a jiffy. Just getting the place tidied up for the big procession.
It's alright, bro. Hello, mother. Some large gates require extra effort. Okay. Seems a little... whatever.
Good luck.
Why he's so cute? Little puppy.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
All right, the dad is chill. The dad is chill.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake.
Is this like a blight
Every
of
day,
some
the
sort?
delay brings us
Like a
closer
plague,
to
or is this the
disaster.
war
We
that's now
must
spreading?
move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
Oh, right, it's war. They said war is coming.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
Got a special mission?
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it, and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength and shut your mother up for good.
Yeah. We're the boys. Show her that I'm not some stupid deadbeat son.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
Hey, he said stop sucking up. You can say dad. Access the active time lore feature. Compilation of important information relevant to the current story. Oh. That's cool. So, like, the location I'm in, things that are being talked about, people I'm talking to, other, like, nations, you can read up on them? That's handy. Just, like, keep yourself informed. Alright, so the castle we're at, oh, and it even says lay of the land, persons of interest, lay of the land, mysteries. Alright. Do we get Leo's story time now? Playing some catch up? Yeah. It seems like it, yeah. We can better understand the things they're saying instead of just mindlessly throwing words at us. So the castle, situated in the heart... Oh boy. Ugh. Situated in the heart of the capital of Rosalith. Capital of Rosalith. So we live in the capital. Towering ivory fortress that the Archduke and his family rule the nation. Architectural feat the founder himself would be proud of. I just noticed my Firefox extension that boosts volume says rate us or buy better headphones. That's funny, Ved. The Grand Duchy of Rosaria, a nation occupying the western reaches of the continent, with Rosalith as the capital. Rosaria was formed from a collection of smaller dominions, which all stand united under Archduke Elwin Rosfield. So that is my dad. Not possessing a mother crystal of its own, the duchy has long been locked in bitter conflict with the Iron Kingdom over possession of Drake's Breath, which lies further in the west, in the Boiling Sea. Ooh, Boiling Sea. All right. Elwin, so this is my dad, Archduke of Rosaria and father of Clive and Joshua, loved by his people for his steadfast leadership at home and on the battlefield, which he put to good effect in quelling the rebellious northern territories. All right. So again, the bio makes it seem like he's a good guy. And he definitely is acting like a good guy. The Iron Kingdom. The Heron Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Kriegloist. The Mother Crystal, Drake's Breath, rises from a volcanic island situated just within or without its borders, depending on who you ask. It's been the subject of a long-standing conflict between the Iron Blood and the neighboring Duchy of Rosaria. Iron Kingdom's inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders, which has a unique, if largely inward-looking culture. And the Mother Crystal, so this is what they're fighting over. Enormous glassy mountains, 5 of which tower over the lands of Valistia. They are the source of all the crystals that the people of the Twins rely on in their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with aether, making the magics the crystals cast even more potent. For those reasons, great nations have sprung up around each of the Mother Crystals and have long warred with each other for possession of their blessing. Okay. That helps clarify things. So these are mountains? Yeah. A whole duchy are pretty high up there in the terms of ranks of power. There we go. I am royalty. Have to address me as Sir Leo Lovelace from now on. What? Oh, I have to go up here. Okay. Retire to your chamber. Wait, can I talk to my dad again?
We drove the Iron Blood from our shores once before, but their patriarch still dreams of spreading his message to Storm. And when the Crusaders march, they move a damn sight quicker than the Blight ever did.
So we recapture the Mother Crystal, end their ambitions, and secure the duchy.
Only the light of the Phoenix can guide us through these dark days. But that does not mean I'm happy asking this of Joshua. Look after him, won't you?
Even if it costs me my life.
Let's make sure it doesn't come to that.
Agreed, father. What about you? You have anything to say?
This war we mean to wage, it isn't only for control of the Mother Crystal. Above all else, we cannot allow those Ironblood savages to gain a foothold on Storm.
I know. I would sooner die than see them darken our shores again. I wish you a safe journey tomorrow.
And are you, Clive?
Can I talk to my daddy? I came in a strange moment. Yeah, that's a very out of context. We are the son of royalty. And this is him, our dad. But hello, Crow. Welcome to the stream. I think it would be Prince Leo Lovelace, unless you are also a knight. Then it would be Sir Prince Leo Lovelace. Okay. So I guess since I'm not a knight yet, it would just be Prince Leo Lovelace.
No messages, my lord.
Thanks. How you been? I've been good, Crow. I've been good. Very busy at work and in general, but can't complain. Been doing well, getting stuff done, enjoying the games I've been playing. Streams are going well. Excited for this.
Will you be away this time?
Excited for Master Detective next week. There's a lot of stuff coming out I'm looking forward to. A lot of great anime I need to catch up on. I just need to take some PTO at some point to like catch up on all that stuff. But it's definitely been going well. Thank you for asking.
Can I?
How have you been?
The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going
We're
to war,
the son of royalty circles on the stairs. Yeah. I do find myself doing that a lot in these types of games.
So yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne.
So how come I didn't get it even though I'm older?
You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry.
Alright, so she's not
watch over him.
being an obnoxious mom. Well, she just made a look when she just talked about me, so I don't like that.
He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless. A man like
worthless?
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place.
Then how come you don't think me
You have
being
not
good?
disgraced our noble blood.
I'm the firstborn son.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter.
Rejected.
An early start. I'm going to sleep.
She don't like that. How dare you? Okay, I've just moved. I've been doing some stuff here and there, but good things are going well. Nice. I hope your movement... oh my god, I keep stuttering. I hope your move went well. But that's good. I'm glad to hear things are going well.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
King Who Doesn't Want to Be King, check.
Wishing on a star.
Another fantasy classic.
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Like, Ranking of Kings was... Actually, now that I think about it, Ranking of Kings hits a lot of those same things that you've been mentioning.
You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
Is this girl our love interest or something?
He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
Childhood friend or love interest? What is it? Oh, come on. This is like the Aerith pose, isn't it? Why are you crying?
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
I don't think they're related.
Since coming here, I've begun to take peace
At
for
least based
granted.
on some comment that was made
I assume the war between our nations
earlier
will be
when the
last.
mom had arrived, because she didn't say anything to her. I feel like they made some comment that just made me think they weren't related. I could be wrong, and I could regret what I said, but I don't think they are. We'll find out at some point, I'm sure.
The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be alright, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It's getting cold. We should go in.
That to me seems like he likes her and he just feels too awkward to do something.
Good night, Clive.
You know? Like when you're a teenager and you feel more awkward about making moves like that. That was quintessential, like, 14 to 15-year-old. And I think they said Clive is 15, right? Recommendation for an anime song that has a good guitar part. I do covers on my channel. I could use some recommendations. That is a good question.
Sorry, Ambrosia. I won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck.
Trying to think. I have a big playlist of anime songs. I'm sure there's something in there that would be good.
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
His grace departs. Open the gates.
Lord Rossfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
These are my two guys.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
How come the guy on the left just looks like dark hair
May I
He-Man?
say what an honor it is to serve alongside you.
This is literally just dark hair He-Man.
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. Beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
So I scrolled through my playlist kind of quickly, Crow. Some ones that jumped out at me that I think I can't listen to them right now because it's on my phone instead of my computer. But the opening song from Vinland Saga season 1 back in like 2019. It was called YuGiOh by Survive Said the Prophet. That might be a good one. You could also go for the anime that have more of a band focus, like K-On! And Bang Dream. Both of those have some really good songs where the guitar is actually like the from Bang Dream in particular. I'm pretty into the franchise, but any song by Rosalia, because they're more of a metal hard rock, or not, I wouldn't say metal, they're like a hard rock band, so they have some pretty good guitar work in their songs. Like their guitar player is really, really good, so I think you could check out some Rosalia songs. But yeah, that Vinland Saga opening would be good. And the other one that had jumped out, where was it? Oh, the Noragami openings. Again, it's been a while since I've watched them, but I feel like the Noragami openings were pretty good. K-On! Is a good start too. There you go, Master. Same same thought. I've done covers from K-On! And Bochi. I'll check Rosalia. Oh, nice. Which K-On! And Bochi songs have you done? I would definitely recommend Rosalia though. Like, even just in general, Rosalia is really good music, but I think they're really good for guitar. In the same vein, there's another band from the same franchise, from the Bang Dream franchise, called Afterglow. They also have some pretty good guitar work. They have 2 guitar players instead of, like, Rosalia only has 1. Afterglow has 2, so they probably have a little bit more interesting guitar stuff, just because they'll have like the lead and rhythm. But they both have at least 1 full-length album. I think Rosalia has 2 full-length albums and some other songs on like Spotify. Afterglow has a full-length album and some other singles. So there's a lot you could pick from. I think those would be good places to look, yeah. I've done the Noragami opening too. Well, good taste then. I guess I was picking out songs that would make good options. Burbs. Burbs indeed, Ved. Burbs indeed. Now that I think, weird how wars got gradually bigger over time. You think they would have hit a plateau and then get smaller. I mean, they did become the World War. Yeah. Well, I guess it does make sense though, right? Because in the old days, it would be like you're warring with people who are at your continent. Like cities near you, countries near you. And then when boats are invented, it's like, okay, now we're warring with people across the ocean. And then planes are invented, and it's like, all right, with planes and boats and tanks and cars and trains, now we can wage war with everybody in the whole world. So I guess as technology has advanced, the ability to wage war on a larger scale has also grown. If that makes sense. Don't know any anime songs, but Wax Fang's Majestics. Got some sick guitar. Is Wax Fang a band? World map? Oh, I can fast travel. Cool. I like fast travel. Actually, I love fast travel. If it's an open world game and it doesn't have fast travel, I am just baffled. I don't like that design decision. Have you done the Naruto opening, Crow? Like Bluebird or whatever? That like like, I haven't actually watched Naruto, so I might have butchered that, but I feel like that's really, really popular, so it'd probably be good from like an algorithm perspective.
It's all swamps from here.
I don't know if it's Bluebird or something else. It's one of the most popular ones. That one. I don't know if I can put links here. I don't think so, Crow, no. I believe people have tried putting links before and YouTube just automatically blocks them. which I guess makes sense from a safety perspective, but yeah, I'm pretty sure links get auto-blocked by YouTube. But is it just the channel that you're talking from? Like, is Crow Scarecrow where you post the videos, or is it somewhere else? If it's somewhere else, you could just put the channel name in. I would be interested in checking it out because I like anime covers, and I like guitar and concerts and music. So yeah, I would check it out, but unfortunately, I don't think links would work. This is my channel. Okay, cool. Very nice. Yeah, I'll have to check it out either after stream or sometime this weekend. I'm going to be traveling tomorrow and Saturday, so maybe while I'm traveling, I'd have a chance to look it up. Arms Race did play a role too. In a vacuum, wars would hit a plateau, but with Arms Race, some always invented a better weapon. Right. And you kind of have to, because if you don't have the best one, then you won't be able to win. Waxfang is the band. The song is called Majestic. Oh, okay, okay. Even YouTube links? I think so, Ved, yeah. Because I think, basically, I'm sure what the logic is one, for safety reasons, they don't want links that people might click and then bring them to something bad. Because you could probably disguise a link to look like a YouTube link, and then it's not actually a YouTube link and it brings you somewhere else. I think that's probably one thing. The second thing is I think YouTube wants engagement, so they probably want it to stay where you currently are. So it's like, oh, well, you know, what if somebody links something and then somebody clicks on it and it takes them away from the video or the short or the stream or whatever that they're watching? Like, we don't want them to do that because we want people to spend time on our website. Now, if it is an actual YouTube link, then they're still on the website, so they're still driving traffic to YouTube. So I don't really know exactly what the logic would be, but I think it's probably something like that. Timely accessories. Ring of Timely Strikes can chain complex attacks by only using square. Timely Focus lets you slow time. Huh. Do I have stuff in my gear tab? Comprehensive overview of my level, status, abilities, gear. Gear. Oh, so I actually do have these rings. Okay, so I could... Time slows before an evadable enemy attack strikes me, so you have a little bit wider evade time. Automatically evade stuff. Complex ability combinations with square. Automatically. So it seems like these are just ways to make the game easier then if you want to, since they're optional. I assume I still can't turn off this motion blur. Is there a Discord or something where I can leave my channel so you can check it out if you want? Unfortunately, I don't have a Discord. It's something people have asked about before, and I am open to setting one up at some point. It's just been a one of those, like, well, I have to figure out like mods and any type of like Discord bots and figure out exactly how to set it up. So I've just been a little lazy with figuring out how to set it up and all that. But at some point, I probably would set one up. But as of right now, I don't have one now. But excuse me. Tripped over my own tongue again. If it is your current channel of Crow Scarecrow, at least I would remember because I see the names in chat and I can relook at the chat logs and whatnot. But I would definitely check it out, yeah. Seems like it shows the messages sent, but it doesn't actually send it. Yeah, and I think that's the YouTube auto mod, like, just doing its thing. I know that happened to Master at some point before. Like, he had sent a message in the pre-stream chat, and it showed as sent for him. And then when I looked later, I saw a second message that referenced the first message, but I didn't see the first one. So it must have showed as sent for him at the time, but then YouTube Automod was like, And then when I saw the chat log, I didn't even see the first message at that point. But yeah, I think they auto-hit links. There are certain words or phrases I think they auto-hit. Which, again, it makes sense. I'm sure that they have all sorts of data and analytics that they're like, okay, yeah, these are things that we don't want people to say or send or reference or yada yada. Little boosts for when you're struggling with a fight or something. Makes sense. It's always nice to have the option. But yeah, Crow, if I do get a...
And who do you imagine would maintain it?
Discord is set up at some point, then you could totally put it there. But at least for now, unfortunately, I don't have one. There's been at least like 5 or 6 people who have asked at this point, though. Not in this stream, but like in general across the streams. I don't know. The subtitles seem kind of big. Did it change the size? Or did I change the size without realizing it? Ability points? It's nice that you can reset without any penalty. Alright, subtitles were here. No? Okay, I had them on medium before. It was fine during the cutscenes, so maybe it's just during the gameplay it seems bigger. I don't think you'll need bots for such a small channel. That could be true, Ved, yeah. It would be easier for just, like, me and maybe, like, one friend to manage without needing bots in that sense. It's more for, like, prompting people to, like, agree to some rules. As soon as they join the server, like, you have to... I don't know if that's a thing. Like, aren't there bots that will send people a message when you join a server and it says, like, okay, to participate in the server, you have to agree to this set of rules or something. Or, like, it redirects you into a certain channel that you have to agree to or something like that. There's that. And then I think I'd have to figure out some roles and stuff. Like, yeah, it's nothing, like, big. It's just a situation where I just haven't had the time to really look into it. My friend created a server for his Twitch. It has 32 members, even less 5 to 6 active at a time. Yeah, I guess, like, if it only has 30, 5 to 6, like, I'm sure I would probably have even less than that, so... It would be easy enough for one person to manage. It's just, like... There's basic things. Like, if I could set up bots to just, like, ban... or remove messages that use certain words or phrases. Because obviously there are certain things that I don't want being said or discussed. And I don't know if that's like a bot or if it's just a Discord thing or like a gentleman's agreement type thing with agreeing to rules. Like, I really haven't looked into it at all. Actually, that's a lie. I looked into it briefly like a week or two ago. Something you gotta look up whenever you feel ready. Pretty much, Master, yeah. Whenever I get around to taking those PTO days I wanted to take, maybe I would have a point at that. Or time at that point, I mean. This is the sound of a goblin. Oh, come on. Rookie mistake, He-Man. Yeah, everybody's like, really? Did you really have to step on that? Come on, bro.
With me.
The only bot there is mine, which gives out roles for stream notifications and doing these notifications. Definitely that's one that I would want to, the stream notification thing. Because I think what I've seen in other like streamers and VTubers servers that they'll do is they have a channel that like only they can post in, and they'll post like going live with the thumbnail and the link or something. And then the idea is when you post in there, then it pings everybody in the server, or everybody who has that role that they want pings, to say like, oh hey, they're going live, and then you can just click on the ping and go see the stream. So that's a handy bot to have. Using PTO to do work, but for something else, that's a grind. Remember to relax. I mean, I wouldn't use it just for doing work. It would be more of a, I want the PTO to take a break from my current work and like catch up on anime and catch up on games and just sleep in and relax. But since I'm gonna have more time, you know, normally between the time in the office, the time for commute, the time to get ready for work, getting changed after work, like you combine all of that. It's not just your 9 to 5, 8 hours or whatever. It's like 9 to 10 hours that you spend doing all of that. So even if you only spend like 2 to 3 hours of that, then doing work for the channel, like creating shorts, working on other stuff behind the scenes, setting up, like, then you still have a bunch of other hours to do the fun stuff. Not that it's not fun. I enjoy making thumbnails and stuff like that, but you know what I mean. Like, there's so much time that you get with the PTO that it's totally feasible to use some of it for stream-related stuff. Come on, you guys can't handle this goblin by yourself? I gotta do everything around here? Goblin mugger.
Goblins. So the reports were true.
We should press on. There may be more ahead.
This way. Nice to see you, Leo. I'll catch another stream. Have to go. All right, Crow. Sounds good. Thank you for stopping by this stream, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And good luck with those guitar covers. Hopefully, you end up finding a song that you are interested in doing. Well, I'm sure you will, because that's your channel, but hopefully one of my recommendations with like Roselia or Afterglow or something pan out. Free games notifications bot and Epic Games and Steam Store. Oh, yeah, those are handy. I always forget to check those. One of my friends is super on top of it. I check sporadically, so I've definitely missed out on some free games. What is this, like, light? Oh, so that's the direction I'm going to have to go, probably? Or is this a hidden thing? Oh, it's just an item. Okay. Good night, guys. Good night, Crow. Thanks again for stopping by the stream.
Welcome to Stillwind.
Have care.
Thank you. Oh, some more goblins up there. Good goblin noises. Very goblin-y. Yeah, they are very goblin-y.
There's more.
Drop Gil. Ah, so Gil is the money here. Couldn't call it gold. I have to call it Gil. You think I wouldn't see that attack coming? Come on, bro. You guys can't handle any of these on your own? I gotta do everything around here. Is there anything like in this house that I could loot? And that's what... Oh yeah, there's another item. Cool. Verification process you mentioned. Discord can do this itself now. You have to configure it. Oh, that's nice. So you don't actually need bots for that now. Very handy. And good to know. Yeah, I'll definitely have to get around to setting something up. Buttons in the corner show when you press them. We need an expert Final Fantasy player to does it? Oh, in the bottom right. I didn't notice that. Yeah, you can see when I'm just mashing. That's funny.
Watch out, my lord.
More?
Some of their number of spell slingers. And what a number. We'll all have our hands
Hey.
full here.
Not cool, Goblin Weaver.
Down with you!
That's right. Stay down. Hey, I couldn't even see that coming. Little shit. Stay down.
Fine work.
That's right. You goblins don't stand a chance. Where did I come from? Is there going to be a hobgoblin boss?
We should be nearing the old village square.
It might not be a nest of goblins.
How do I already have a full inventory? I just started the game. Ambush? Mm-hmm.
Sneaky sods. We're trapped.
My lord. I'm working on it.
Come on, you guys can't handle some goblins?
He's the leader. But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Care to thin the herd?
As if you have to ask.
Come on, what? Alright, gotta take out the spellcasters first because they are obnoxious. This guy over here. Alright, leader, drop down. You're gonna call some reinforcements? Oh no. Not a big hobgoblin like I thought would happen.
Here it comes.
Or whatever you want to call it. I have more HP. And I have devastating abilities. Why are you targeting me, bro?
Founder, that's a swing and a half.
Gigas?
Be ready to move when it winds up for another.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Ow. I pressed the wrong dodge button. What? I dodged. I dodged. Ow. Can I dodge sideways or only back? There we go. Partially staggered when they hit 50%. Okay. guy definitely has a lot of health. That's right. Fuck them up, boys. Hit them while they're down. Okay. Why you guys can't hit any faster than this? You all attack so slow. Oh my god. Big swing. So this is like an oh. Okay. Okay. Man, this freaking like He-Man guy keeps getting hit. Again, like this dude gets hit every single time. He cannot dodge. Alright, gang, you know what to do. Fuck him up, fuck him up.
Fine display, my lord.
That's right. Gigas has slain. I want one of the characters to make a gobbling joke, but they don't know it way back then, so many missed opportunities. Hindsight. Well, not hindsight. If only they had the foresight. Are the magic ones called Goblin Weavers? They are Goblin Weavers, yes. The physical ones were Goblin Mugger, and the magic ones are Goblin Weaver. I always like to see what creators name their goblin or goblin adjacent creatures. It's always funny. Gigas is pretty good. Gigas definitely is a good one for a big one. Like Hobgoblin is so standard, right? Is Hobgoblin even the big ones, or are those like the little ones? I don't know. But Gigas is good. Level up. Hard leather armlets. I'll have to see if that's better than the armor I'm currently wearing. You gonna run away?
Come back and fight, you coward!
After him, before he summons the rest.
Yeah, well, before we run after him, I want to check my inventory. Yeah. Alright, let's check. Items, can assign shortcuts. Okay, yeah, I can put that on. 10 more defense. That's good. Abilities. So I have 152 ability points. Oh, so I could unlock these. 500. Oh, I already have it learned. Oh, but you could master it. Hobgoblin is a race, usually about the same size, sometimes shorter. Oh, okay. I don't know why I was thinking potentially bigger then. So what do we have here? X and square to swiftly close in an attack. That could be helpful. Down thrust, slice down. Ooh, imbue with fire. Pulls the attention. Nah. Press R1 to recover immediately. That could be helpful. X while in the air to kick off a random enemy. Alright, I like this one. Swift recovery. I haven't been using that very much. What was the fire one? Yeah, imbue with fire. That seems good. This is like the classic Smash Bros move. I can just hear like Link or whatever doing this. Time to see what fighting style you'll choose. How does Sir Prince Leo fight? We'll find out, yeah, especially the more we play the game. I mean, I'm sure at some point you'll have enough abilities to unlock pretty much everything. Or maybe that would be a New Game Plus thing. These are new Phoenix things. I'm probably just going to hold on to the points then. We got the Burning one, and we got the Swift Recovery. Because it's probably a good idea to, like, master some things. And these might be more helpful than the standard ones. Hold on. I need to double check what the ones I just got were. Hold square to imbue with fire and R1 to recover immediately. Okay.
There he is. Damn it.
Come on. I assume this is scripted and I can't hit him with the fire bolts.
This ends now.
This doesn't bode well.
What's in there?
Clear of its maw, my lord. That thing's breath is worse than its bite.
Good music. Again, it got really loud, but good music.
Stay away from its mouth!
This guy gets hit by everything, I swear. Poor He-Man. Of course he got hit by the bad breath, too. Audrey 3, is that you? I can't say I know what Audrey 3 is. Is that a reference to something, Master? Ooh.
Your guess is as good as mine.
NPC companions try not to get hit challenge impossible. Yeah, for real. Cinematic strike. A square before time runs out to deal a devastating blow. All right. Ooh, that's cool. Little Shop of Horrors. It's a musical. That's the giant plant's name. Oh.
Before it recovers.
Nice. I haven't heard of that. A musical too, like a horror musical. Can you guys hit him while he's freaking He-Man's just standing there? Hit him. Oh no. Ah. All right, staggered. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Where are you? Okay, He-Man, where's the other guy? Oh, over there. Man, this guy's freaking health bar is unreal.
He won't be gone for long.
Cinematic strike time. Cinematic evasion. Ooh. But you can. That was pretty sick. Reactionary and fiery, good choices. Fire was the right choice for a plant. Yeah, I got hit by that enough times to know what was gonna happen. Wild Rage. Oh.
I think we made it angry. I'd rather we made it die.
Ow. I didn't see that one coming.
I'm in your debt.
Final push, come on.
Couldn't have done it better myself.
There we go. Cool scripted moves. I agree, Ved. Level up. Not really scary, it's just called that. It's a little dark in content, but not scary, not a happy story. Yeah, I can't imagine something called Little Shop of Horrors would be very happy.
My lord. Thanks.
Arigato.
Never thought I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but morbals too. I'll petition his grace to send them
I have prepared myself a cookie.
If we don't stop them here, they'll be at our gates before long.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
Sorry for the loud bag sounds.
Damned blight.
So those things come because of the blight? Little interactive cinematic action is nice, like in Spider-Man, works well when done right. Yeah, if it's not super common, it just like hits those right moments, can definitely be good. Phoenix Gate. So we're gonna have like a big fight here? Oh wait, no, this is the thing before the big fight.
Suddenly, thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The goblin chief runs off screaming. Straight down a Mormor's gullet.
Well, the thousands of eyes part was a little dramatic, but
Must be gratifying to see your student making such a name for himself.
awkward setup for the bag so you get the stuff without crinkling it, right?
Future ahead of him.
It's so hard to pull it out without crinkling it.
He may even deign to join us.
Oh my god, Clive is me IRL. Avoiding these social drinking sessions after work. Damn, even Joshua and the king are here and I'm not. I'm sorry for the bag again. It's right under the microphone too, so it's extra loud.
Are you unwell?
No, Father. Just a little tired.
Well, it has been a long day.
Me too, kid. Me too.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all
Thousands of tentacles. You freaking marble.
Father? Why is it that the dominance is always born into our family? It doesn't seem fair.
We cannot live without the blessing of the crystals. And the
Is it not fair in a bad way or a good way?
Us. You have been blessed, Joshua. Blessed to be a dominant, to wield the power of an icon. Our family has been chosen to share that power with the people. So that is what we must do.
It's gonna join in.
Louder, my friends! Louder!
I don't suppose I'll be missed.
It'd be a real twist if Joshua turns out to be a villain. Rebelling against his dominant nature. Or not dominant nature, like, because he has the dominant or whatever.
She'll be wondering where you've got to. So much for you being a fine hound.
Ah, the pup. He snuck away and came with everybody.
So this is where you've been hiding.
What are you doing out here?
I didn't see you at the feast.
Feasts are the only time shields are allowed to take their ease, and I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like.
I like my greens. I had some broccoli with dinner today. What's that red star? Right next to the moon.
I hear you slew a marble. All the men were singing your praises.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoilt little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughing stock. The Archduke's firstborn failure.
Yeah, I don't know, Master.
You're the one they really
It's like,
believe in. I'm jealous.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe in the power of the dominant.
I think,
My brother the Phoenix.
yeah, if it is completely random.
Over life and death.
Oh, he's mad. If it's completely random, that's fine. But if it's like
Have what it takes to lead our people.
always in their family, then there must be some reason.
But you do.
But yeah, the reason why it's unfair and who is the one who believes it's unfair is a little subjective.
When our ancestors chose to instate the dominant as the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, well, there you go. I guess that line might have added. Whoever the Archduke of Rosaria is the dominant. And since Joshua is next in line for it, he is the dominant.
The fate of Rosaria sits on the dominant's shoulders. It is your duty to bear that burden.
What about you?
I was born to be your shield. That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. To keep our future rulers safe. No matter what.
I'm still a little confused how it's like Joshua is born with the Phoenix, so he's the dominant. But Clive is born with the Phoenix's blessing, but he's not the dominant? Like, how is that different? Like, is it part of the power, but not all of the power?
Before I can do that, you need to take care of yourself. Alright?
Crinkly bag. Ah.
I should go inside. It's past my bedtime.
Me too, kid. Me too. I'm sorry for the cookie. I am sorry. It's almost gone. Hi, Popper. And I'm Sabby. Hello, Sabby. I love I love how you can see that I'm chewing. Even with my mouth closed, you can see I'm chewing because the model is like still doing it. Trojan horse.
Supplies from the capital.
Yeah, what are the odds of that? I think there's going to be an enemy in there. This is sus. I don't like it. Open the gate? Dude, you didn't even check?
You took your time sampling the wares, were you?
They're 100% sneaking in something bad.
Enterprising traders keen to keep us in wine.
Spare a barrel for the boys.
Uh-huh.
What in the...
Mm-hmm. You couldn't tell me that wasn't one of the most obvious things that was going to happen. So is this my home village? Or my home city?
Gateway secured, Captain.
We proceed as planned.
Chewbacca over here. That was the most horrible Chewbacca noise I've heard in my entire life, and it was my fault. Maybe it's like the Son and the Ghost and the Holy Spirit all in one, yet the same That's it could be Master. There could be some angle like that. Rat Trojan horse. Oh, fighting is starting. So they're where I currently am.
Is that...
Blood. Fire.
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade. You probably don't remember me.
I remember. What is it?
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light to half the castle.
Fire. Okay.
I must get you to safety, Your Highness.
Very well. I'm ready.
Where's Clive?
Follow me, Your Highness.
Oh, I'm playing as the kid now? Flight of the Fledgling. Okay.
Are the enemy already inside the castle?
I'm afraid so, Your Highness. We must hurry.
I know you're a kid, but can you move any faster than that? Oh my god, come on.
What was that?
Somebody fighting, of course. You're gonna make me open the door?
Everything's on fire.
Fall back, Your Highness. He's not one of us.
No. I must do my duty.
Oh shit. Joshua's OP. Never mind, he's not OP.
I saw them at the feast. They were laughing.
This is Sambraquagab. Why would the Empire?
We must find my father.
This music is so good. Can I use a sword on this guy? Oh! Yeah, eat that. Alright, you finish him off. Come on, do I have to do everything around? Oh.
Damn it, the bastards are everywhere.
Why would the
Enough mana to cast 2 spells, nice. Well, he is a sickly child. Are they actually from that place in the Empire, or are they disguised as themselves to incite conflict? It's one of the oldest tricks in the book. I guess we have to go down. I guess not. Now he can move faster. Can I stealth attack this guy? No. Yeah. Man, Joshua really is OP. You just can't attack as fast.
Tyler!
Oh, this is the other guy that we were with.
Damn it! His wounds are deep.
I can save him.
Your Highness,
Don't worry. You're going to be all right.
Hold him off, Wade. it's Clive. Okay.
Clive!
Joshua! Come here. Tyler, you're hurt.
I'll survive. Thanks to His Highness.
Your Grace, Lord Murdoch.
All right. All the main players are still here.
You rescued the young prince. Well done, Sir Wade.
I am in your debt, soldier.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We cannot stay here. We should make straight for the rear gate.
Somebody's gonna die. Messenger bird. What is that language?
May
Oh.
the winds speed you to Rosalind.
Go to sleep, It's only 10:18, Cammy. I do have to go to bed, like, actually at a good time today, though. Because I have to get up early for my
There are chocobos
travel
in the stables.
tomorrow.
Father, take Joshua and get to safety.
No, I'm not going without you. You're supposed to be my shield.
But, hello. And goodbye, I guess, Cammy. Thanks for stopping in for a minute.
I remember, which is why I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
I hope that 2-week trip that you started is going well.
To rally at the gate. Now go.
It's alright, Joshua.
do my duty.
I'm not gonna die.
You must do
I'm the
your
main
duty.
character.
I know.
You have to keep Father safe. I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Thanks for the drive-by, Cammy. Did say 3 hours, but as a fan, I say stream away. I mean, it's not a hard 3 hours. It's a... If possible, I would like to finish whatever this prologue is. Hashtag last time they ever see each other. I thought he was about to attack me for a second. So yeah, it's not like a hard 3 hours. Like, if I have to do 3.5 to finish this prologue or whatever, that's okay. But like, I don't want to be up until 12:30. Probably even not until 12. Like, I went to bed way later than I was hoping for yesterday. But I kind of screwed myself. But yeah, especially since I'm traveling tomorrow, I need to make like I have to get up early enough to actually pack and get ready for that. Because I'm not going to do it tonight. Because it's a short trip. It's only a day, but I still have to do it. Ah, yes, we're back. No. You. Take him out. That's right. Goodbye.
We're too late. Everyone's dead.
We'll see about that. But at least all the main guys are still alive. Is this where I came from? Just fought people in here.
Damn it all.
The sword swipe to the side to knock the blood off is such like a... It's such like a badass move, but it's so stereotypical.
That spellcaster. I'll keep the others occupied.
Oh my god, the spellcasters drive me crazy. You have got to go, my friend.
Down with you!
That was a captain? That guy was weak.
That's them done. Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's my father and Joshua I'm worried about. We should head back.
What the? This dude just teleported into existence.
May I have this dance?
Night of the Blinding Dawn. May I have this dance? Alright, that was kind of badass.
Not that it will save you.
Not that it will save you! Oh shit. That got a secondary attack. Called me a worm? Yeah, you can't catch me with that a second time.
Stay still, damn you!
Alright, Murdoch, fuck him up. Let's go. Let's go. You're not even hitting him. What? He's staggered. This is the... You're just standing and watching. My guy. Do I have to do everything around here?
Your time is past.
Wow. So as soon as you let go of the attack button, that does the attack. Which isn't really ideal, because you kind of want it to not necessarily be immediate. You running away? Nope. Alright, Murdoch, don't make me do everything myself. Bro, you swung one time and you walked away. Are you kidding me?
You're going to regret that, boy.
Oh, you started it. Oh, you got 3 now. A 2-attack combo wasn't enough, huh? Alright, this has got to be it. Come on. Murdoch, can you hit him more than one time? I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3. Why are you backing up? Oh yeah, rush in when he's not staggered and then miss your attack. That makes sense. Thanks. Thanks, Murdoch. I was taught by this guy? I'm surprised I'm not dead. Hello, Velvet. Welcome to the stream.
To send rag.
Night of the Blinding Dawn slain. It is, but it's kind of real. Blood would rust the blade, but most people just wiped it off. Blood's pretty thick. When there's a lot, it starts to dry, so it's hard to flick off. The more you know. I didn't really know the... Well, I mean, I knew the consistency, but I guess it makes sense that if you actually did that, like, slash to the side, like, it wouldn't all come flying off, and it definitely wouldn't completely clean itself like you see in, like, games, in anime and stuff like that.
So, they sent in the dragoons. Imperial vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Not yet. Their numbers were too few.
Targeted attack because we're here.
We're not here to take the castle.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to take heads. Our work is done. We should return to my father.
My lord, look. We issued these sashes but yesterday. In Rosalith. If they were already among us, what if there were others?
Father and Joshua are in danger.
We must hurry. Take your steed.
They better not be dead.
What is that?
The phoenix telling him the other phoenix is in danger. What the hell? You just say I found you? Is Final Fantasy a horror game now?
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness.
Your Grace, is everyone safe?
For the moment.
These guys are traitors. They're gonna fucking attack him and kill him.
Our forces. I will need your help to see Joshua safely back to the capital. On you get, Joshua.
Father?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that won't be possible.
You honorless snakes!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Run, Joshua, run!
No!
Well, now we have Joshua's canon event. Come on, you can solo these guys, Joshua.
You must do your duty too. You have to keep Father safe.
I had to.
Obligatory kill off the best character in the early game right away.
I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Oh, fuck.
Kill him! Now!
Phoenix. The Phoenix!
Joshua! Lord Murdoch! His Highness! Joshua! Stop this!
He's lost control. I have to do something. I have to save him. No, my lord. Fall back. Climb!
No! Not my chocobo. That Phoenix is clearly in pain.
Joshua, are you in pain?
What am I, fucking foresight god?
Not now. Come on. You're his shield. Do your duty.
Said that with a bit of southern twang. Me or the cutscene?
Save him. My lord? Second icon of fire. That's impossible.
Did I just fucking burn him alive? I just incinerated him. Oh, this is what was happening at the beginning of the game. The Phoenix versus this demon thing fight. It's Clive. We've come full circle. It was the Phoenix, now we're kind of a little filled in. Yeah. It was Clive versus Joshua. The Phoenix versus the Icon of Fire. Yep, the exact same thing from the beginning. But now with dialogue and names. Fire, aim, and evade. Is canon event a Final Fantasy thing, or is this a game thing? Canon event is just like a new meme going around right now, Master. It's like, what was your defining moment, essentially? Like, it's really popular on TikTok right now. There's a filter that will just give you a random canon event, so people are doing it. And it will randomly pick a canon event, and then they're reacting like, oh my god, that's so true, or... So it's not specific to Final Fantasy or a game, it's just like a current meme, or current trend, to be like, every character has a canon event. Also, canon is in like C-A-N-O-N, not canon like cannonball, but canon like true to the story. But yeah, it is a little crazy right now, Ved, that's for sure. Wait, why am I playing as the Phoenix now instead of... Oh, but I was playing as the Phoenix before. So now we're not playing as Clive, but this is Clive coming at us. Icon's running away. So he's like confused because he feels like he should attack. He must be realizing that it's Clive. Clive is evil now? I don't think so. I think Clive is good and he's trying to stop Joshua from going crazy. Or Clive has also gone crazy. I am really, like, really impressed with the music in this game. I'm gonna have to look up the soundtrack later. Actually, probably not until I beat the game, because I bet there's a lot of really good songs that play in like the biggest and the most hype scenes, and I like experiencing them for the first time in the game. Like, there's a really good song in the Ghost of Tsushima soundtrack that plays, like, essentially during the ending. And I think if I listened to the song before I heard it in the ending, like, it just doesn't hit as hard without the context, you know? But when you have the context, then it's like, oh my god, this song is so good. The way it plays off the scene. Definitely sounds good. I'm glad you agree, Master. There's so much going on. Oh my god. Ah, I didn't dodge that. That is your brother, Joshua. Seems like Joshua is like kind of finding himself through this fight though. Like, he sounds a lot better now than he did before. Alright, I managed to dodge that one. Yay. Redeem myself. Oh boy. The ultimate attack. Damnation. 5, 4, 3. Hellfire. Heroes never die. Come on, I didn't vanquish him. That's my brother. Unless that wasn't Clive the whole time. Smush. Yeah, he's not vanquished. He's totally fine. So the battle between the brothers ended up killing off the rest of the guys that we were friends with.
Stop
Is this not Joshua? I'm confused now. I mean, is this not Clive? It's basically like we're watching two wild animals just fight to the death.
Murderer. I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
I don't know, man. This isn't Clive? Because it appeared when Clive was, like, in the same situation as Joshua when he was in the previous... Like, it seemed like the appearances were kind of from the same type of reason. And if Clive isn't dead... I don't know.
Quite a mess that monster made. Damn shame about the Phoenix, but can't be helped. Oh, my condolences, Your Grace. Is there aught we can do?
Haven't you done enough, Captain? Joshua was my world, and now he is gone. I can only pray there will be a place for me in the world his radiance...
Did she betray us?
I see. Your Grace, over here. The rubble must have protected him from the worst of the flames. Shall we take him prisoner?
No need for that. Kill him. Wait. As my husband never tired of telling me, he is a fine soldier. I'm sure he would make an excellent addition to the Imperial front line. All in its right place.
Take this one.
No witnesses?
Chin up, lad. You're going to be a soldier.
Joshua.
Is that logo the freaking two icons fighting each other? Oh, so now we're back 13 years into the future. Present day.
Welcome back.
Tiamat.
Sorry. What's our situation? Let's just say Shiva and Titan's little spat hasn't made things any easier.
Shiva? That's like Indian god. So is Tiamat. Oh wait, no, Tiamat's like a primordial god.
And? It's as you thought. The Crusaders have sounded the retreat.
Then we follow.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
If we return without Shiva's head, our fate will be no different from Biast's.
I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting. After you do, that is.
I won't be dying. Not today.
Then it's settled. No dying. Now, if you don't mind, we have an army to chase.
Oh, the Final Fantasy games trophy. Rise from your reverie.
How do they expect us to kill something that can do this?
So I see. So 13 years in the future, I'm still part of this Imperial army that they put me in. Pro tip, just don't die. That did sound like that. Yeah. Hey, I have some advice for this upcoming fight that you're going to get in against a borderline divine being capable of destroying castles and leveling any structure in its path. Just don't die. Easy. So now... Oh, so I have these ones unlocked. How come I don't have those on my, like, skill tree thing?
Only the girl holding its leash.
I would much rather have those. Oh, is that when I press R2? Oh yeah, Cyclone and... So I have Cyclone and Rising Flame. And the dash. So, Flame... Shift... Okay, so if I press R2, then I have access to those. So I could also get... This Flames of Rebirth one seems pretty crazy. I don't know if it... Did it ever tell me what mastering something actually does? Like 180 to master. But what does that do? Oh, reduces time required. Ooh, extends the trigger window for dodging. That's helpful. That might be worth saving for. Could also unlock this heat wave thing. Summon a projectile dispelling wall of liquid flame that... And then launch several deadly shockwaves. Wave force is amplified. So if I did that... And I could react fast enough. I could block projectiles if I get caught off guard by those magic things like usual. Each one probably has a unique mastery upgrade or something. Yeah, I guess it's just those things with like the... Like your mastery increases the distance, potency increase with distance. I guess since these seem like basic abilities, we should probably just learn them all so that we have them. Alright, so now we have all of these unlocked. And we also have all of these unlocked. So the only thing not unlocked is this, like, crazy ultimate ability. And then here... Ah, so you can only pick 2 at a time. Okay, actually, I should also say, like, I have these unlocked, but this circle's kind of big, right? Like, what are the odds that there's going to be more of these, like, small circles that start filling in along the sides for more abilities and stuff, and then I'm going to have regret. Oh, but it says that you can reset everything, so that's fine. So I have the Rising Flames, summon the Fiery Wing damage. So I think, yeah, that's my square. And then I have the Cyclone Spring quickly. Okay. Those are probably all worth keeping. That's interesting how when you go between the menus, it's like showing the view of you and then it's just rotating around you. So previously we were like up here. And now we're all the way down here. The Fate of the Branded. I wonder if that's like a death squad. Huh? I like the little like old school icons on the right. It's kind of like a throwback to the old Final Fantasy. Or old Final Fantasy games, I should say. Gotta be more stuff to unlock. They never give everything at the start. That seems pretty typical for an RPG, yeah. Always gonna be unlocking new stuff. Newer Final Fantasy games give stat resets for free, thank God. It is really annoying if you don't get it for free. Like Diablo 4 came out somewhat recently, and well, yeah, like 2 weeks ago. I think I mentioned before that some of my friends and I have been playing, and they have a similar thing with the skill tree. It's like a lot longer. There's like a section here, and then 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 like a bonus section over here. And you can get rid of abilities, and then you get the point back. So like if I decided I don't want this, I could refund this one. And then I could be like, okay, actually I want this one. And then in Diablo, it's like each one has a scale of 1 to 5 that you can upgrade it so it does more damage. So it could be like, all right, I want to refund these 3. And then I'm going to unlock this ability. And then I'm going to put 2 more points into it to increase the damage twice. But you have to pay gold. And it's not like a paid currency. It's just gold that you get from playing the game. Like, I have an obscene amount of gold just from playing naturally. So it's very, very cheap to essentially reconfigure your skills at any point to go with whatever type of build you want based on the circumstance that you're in, which is cool. But it's not completely free. This one, at least, it seems like it is, which is good. Almost like Terraria player icons. Terraria is another one of those games where I think I've had it for years, and I've probably played it for maybe half an hour. Like, I should probably play some more Terraria. I don't know why I can't save. Is it because I was in the middle of moving? Like, can I save now? There we go. It's me. It's a me, alive. It's a me, alive. Wow, you can actually delete the saves right on this screen. That's convenient. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna look up if that was the end of what the prologue was. Because I'm curious if that was it, or if this thing I'm currently doing is the actual prologue, and that was like an addendum in the prologue. Prologue. Alright, so the prologue is what the demo was. It says it takes about 2 hours. Okay, so the thing that we just did, that final fight between the icon of fire that I was and the phoenix that Joshua was what the demo ends on. So that's the end of the prologue. So this is the start of the main game. That's good to know. I always think that It's a Me refers to Me Creature from Baba Is You. Baba Is You, yet another game. I think I've played that for a little longer, maybe for like an hour, hour and a half. Those puzzles get pretty hard. Like, I mean, I guess that's how a lot of puzzle games go. Like, I absolutely breezed through the first few, and then I got, like, completely and utterly stuck at... I'm trying to remember what the puzzle even was. There was, like, a river to the right. There was maybe a boxed area at the top. There was a bottom area that had a bunch of different blocks. I'm not describing it in a way that's going to help people know what it is, but I can picture what the puzzle looked like in my head, and I just could not figure it out for the life of me. I only have 16 gold after all that? How? If this was Diablo, I'd have 100,000 gold. You don't need to complete everything to unlock the next area. That is true. The bits of what I do remember of Baba's You were like that, where it's like I started off in some basic area and then I unlocked maybe a water area, and I hadn't cleared everything in the previous area. I guess I cleared enough to unlock the water area, and then I don't remember if I unlocked the area after the water area or what. Okay. I've been debating to myself these past like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, as I've been sitting on the menu screen and catching up on chat and whatnot, if this is a good stopping point or not. And I feel like part of me is saying no, because we haven't even hit 3 hours yet for this stream, which means it's pretty short. It's only 11 o'clock. Usually on these Thursday ones, I go like 4 hours, 4.5. And I would if I didn't need to be up early tomorrow to pack and get ready for traveling. But I think since I am doing that, I should probably end here, since it's a good stopping point, since we just finished the prologue. We haven't started this next section with this war thing that's going on. And then I could pick up from here on Saturday night when I come back from my traveling. Assuming I'm not absolutely exhausted. Like, I want to keep playing, because this was a pretty intriguing intro. It was almost like Game of Thrones-like, with what was happening at that castle. Or that, like, stronghold thing we were in. But if I'm being objective, given that I have to travel tomorrow, I think this is probably a pretty good point to end it at. Even though I feel bad, because it's short. And I would have liked to play longer. If I could have gotten another hour, hour and a half in, that would have been great. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to call that the end of the stream so that I can get to bed at a good time, wake up feeling refreshed tomorrow so I can make sure that I get everything packed, I don't miss anything, I head off for my trip. It's only a one-day trip, it's very short. It's literally like I'm going to have essentially 24 hours. Almost 24 hours exact from the time I get to the destination and the time I leave. So it's going to be very fast, but... Three hours is plenty long. Yeah, it's not bad. I think, I was crunching the numbers somewhat recently, and I think my average stream length is somewhere between 3.5... Right around 3.5, maybe a little bit longer. So this is short for the average Leo length. But it is a good length in general. I think 3 to 4 is a really good amount of time for a stream. Like, it's not too short. It's not super long where it's like turning into a marathon stream. It's a good chunk of content. Like, it's not too much for people to watch. You're not asking them to stay forever, but you're giving them a decent amount. And that's a good amount for me too, I think. Waking up early to pack things for travel is a good reason to leave the stream short. Yeah, I would agree, Ved, yeah. I mean, since it's only a one-day thing, there's not a ton to pack, but it's like, you know, I use my iPad to, like, watch episodes of anime and stuff when I travel, so I need to download the episodes, I need to download some chapters of manga, need to get my, like, change of clothes ready, make sure I have my toothbrush. Like, it's all small things, but it's just, I don't like to be rushing, because travel is always just kind of a cause of stress. Even if it's minor travel, I'm just like, I'd rather not travel. I'd rather just sit around and not have to deal with it. So the more time that I have to just make sure that I'm all settled and I don't have to rush, the better. So getting a good sleep so I don't wake up feeling groggy and then have to do that while I'm groggy is, I think, step one. But I would agree, it's a good reason. Hopefully it's not a super crazy busy trip, and then when I come back home on Saturday, I think it's something like I would get home at like 6 p.m. and then my stream would be at 8 p.m. and it would be more Final Fantasy. So I'm going to have like 2 hours essentially to come home, have dinner. I'm still going to have to make my thumbnail if I don't do that tomorrow morning, which realistically, I don't know if I would. So I'd have to do that Saturday when I come back. Which, I mean, I got the assets ready, so it wouldn't take me that long, but either way. Lots of action and excitement. How could you even sleep? We'll see. I guess it will probably help that I think I only slept for like 4 hours last night, which is terrible for me. I pretty much always get 6 to 7 minimum. Usually 7 to 8, but lately it's been 6 to 7 because I've been waking up early for work and whatnot. But yesterday I couldn't fall asleep for some reason, which was unfortunate. Like, I just kept tossing and turning. Like, it was one of those situations where the weather and the temperature were just not in my favor. Like, it was too hot or humid or muggy to not have a fan going. But then when I had my fan going, I felt too cold. So then I was like getting under my sheet in my bed. But then when I was under the sheet, I would get too hot. So then I like pulled the sheet down halfway so it was like over my lower body but not my upper body. And then I was like, okay, my upper body feels okay, but now my legs are cold. I mean, now my legs are hot. So then I had to push the sheet further down, and then I started getting cold again. Like, I could not get comfortable for the life of me, and it was killing me. Because I usually fall asleep so fast. Like, I'm the type of person who, if I'm tired or it's bedtime, if I get in bed and I turn my phone off and I close my eyes, I am out within 2 minutes. So for me to lay there for like 3 hours, not able to fall asleep, was just horrifying. And then I wanted to take a nap today because I was like, oh, I took a half day of PTO. I could take a nap in the afternoon. And I went up to lay in bed, and then I was just laying on my phone, browsing like Reddit and Twitter. And I didn't sleep. And then when I had to get up, I was like, are you kidding me? Why did I do this to myself? Leo, use your brain. This was nap time, and you were too busy checking Reddit to take a nap. What the hell, bro? Paying for my mistakes, I guess. Anyway, all that context and comments aside, like I said, I do think this will be a good point to end the stream. I do wish I could play longer, because this was a pretty intriguing start. I had fun with it, but I do need to try and be realistic. I mean, reasonable and responsible. I have the TV on. Only way I can sleep usually takes me 5 or 10 minutes. I have to be really, really tired to take a nap, or else I feel like I'm wasting time. Yeah, that's true too, Master. I used to sleep with the TV on, or like I would always put some like chill music on to doze off to. Now I just do the complete silent strategy. I can fall asleep with a TV on or some music. I still like it. I just don't do it every night. 5 to 10 minutes isn't bad though. I don't think I have to be too tired to take a nap. I think I've kind of Pavloved myself into like, if I lay down on the couch or lay down in my bed, regardless of what time of day it is, if I'm even a tiny bit tired, I will fall asleep as long as I close my eyes and like try to. But I do kind of agree with the whole naps are a waste of time thing. Like, because you can only do so much during the day. So if you just get a good sleep, then you can do stuff throughout the whole day. But if you get an iffy sleep, and then you feel like you have to nap, and you nap for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then God forbid you wake up from that nap and you feel groggy because you woke up at like the bad point of a sleep cycle, you're fucked. Because then it's like you're waking up as if you just woke up in the morning, and you're super groggy, and it takes a while to get going again. It is. When I was in college, it would happen to me all the time. Because I napped constantly. Like, I was having daily naps, 2 hours every day in college, essentially. Pretty much ever since I graduated college, I stopped taking naps. Unless it was a situation like today, where I only slept for like 4 hours, and then I worked in the morning, and then I ran some errands, and I did some other stuff, and I was just tired. It's like, why not? Like, I took PTO, and then I didn't even end up taking it. So that was a real waste of time. Because not only did I not do anything during it, but I also didn't sleep, which is what I wanted. At least if you sleep, you're kind of recovering. I don't know. But I do agree that in a sense it's a waste of time. It would be better to just get a good sleep and not have to take the nap. But yeah, so this will be a good point to end the stream. We finished the prologue. It was good. I enjoyed it. I hope all of you enjoyed it. And that you're also interested in the game and seeing it go, because I will definitely be playing it Saturday. I would like to continue playing through it on stream. If I could play the whole game start to finish on stream, that would be awesome. But obviously, you know, I pay attention to how streams do. Like, how many people come to the streams, how active people are when they're watching them, how many views it gets compared to my other stream. So if I see that it's not really doing great, then I'm just going to kind of assume that people aren't as interested in this specific thing. This, you know, I'm talking about it for this Final Fantasy stream, but this goes for everything I stream. Because I am a big numbers guy. Like, I don't do this for the numbers, but I do pay attention to numbers because I'm very analytical. So I tend to check, and if something does pretty poorly or notably lower than the average that I tend to do, then I'm like, okay, so people, either I streamed this at a terrible time, 1, I got really unlucky with that day's stream, 2, or 3, people just aren't as interested in it, which is fine, because there's nothing wrong with playing through stuff offline. But it is something I've started to pay attention to a little bit more as of late. Hello, Stella, welcome. You came just as I was saying I'm about to end the stream. I have to end earlier today, unfortunately. I know Thursdays I tend to go a little later, but Friday morning, tomorrow morning, I'm traveling for a day trip. Well, not a day trip, it's an overnight. But I'm leaving in the morning, I'm staying overnight, and then I'm coming back Saturday afternoon. So I need to be able to wake up early in the morning to pack and get ready and all that. So unfortunately, this is going to be a short stream, but it's nice to see you pop in again. I can watch Leo again. I had to get a new phone. Oh, that sounds kind of familiar. I don't remember if you mentioned before that you had something going on with your phone. I feel like you might have, because that sounds kind of familiar, but maybe I'm just making that up and I don't, or maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. It's fine. I'm just happy I get to watch you again. I do appreciate that, Stella. I do. I'm glad, yeah, because I feel like I definitely recognize names in chat. And if I notice that there's a stretch of streams where somebody whose name I'm used to seeing at least occasionally doesn't show up, then I'm like, damn, I wonder like what's going on. I hope nothing happened. Like, so it's nice to see you pop up again. That's good that you got the new phone and you'll be able to drop by again. And not just for me, for all the other VTubers and streamers you watch and whatnot. But I am glad to hear it. I guess it depends on how you want to balance what you like versus what the audience likes, but eventually you will still garner an audience for what you like. Yeah, exactly, Master. I think if you're really big, it's not as big of a deal because you have enough of an audience that it's like, well, even if they're not as into that game, you have enough of a community that people will either come just for you or they'll come because they enjoy the community and it's like, okay, we can hang out and chat while the streamer is doing what they want to do, which is cool. I think that's fun. That's definitely how a lot of the big ones are. But yes, like everything that I stream on this channel is something that I want to do. I haven't done anything just because I felt like it would be good to do. You know, I do it because I'm interested in the game or the topic and I wanted to play it. And then I just kind of like keep an eye on like, okay, how do people seem to think of it when I play it? Do they have fun watching it? Is it engaging for them? Is it, you know, if it's something where I'm not talking as much, then that's probably not as fun for the viewer. If I have to guess. I had this idea for like a really in-depth spreadsheet for me to better analyze like all my streams and shorts and whatnot, like going really far into it. I just haven't, again, had the time to put it together, but it's on my list of things to do when I have time. Forgot to plug in my AirPods. I'm gonna need that for the travel. Okay. But yes. So like I was saying, like 10 minutes, I went off on a tangent, and before I know it, it's been another 10 to 15 minutes, which is fine. This is just how I am. But you go on tangents 4 or 5 times, and before you know it, it's been another hour. And that's why a lot of times when I'm like, okay, it's 11:15, I'm gonna play one more song, and then I'll end stream. And then before I know it, it's 12:30, and I'm ending stream, and I'm like, what? What happened over the last hour, 15 minutes? Oh, it was basically just chatting. Which is fine. Again, I like just chatting. I've never done a just chatting stream. I just kind of do the segments at the end of the video. I mean, end of the stream. Have fun on your trip, Leo. Thank you, Stella. It should be fun. It'll be a lot for a short period, but it'll be good, yeah. Get to visit some family. Get to go to a concert. Yeah, I think I was saying it just before you came in, but it's something like literally 24 hours from the moment I get to where I'm traveling, from the moment I leave. Like, I don't know, something like I get there at 1 o'clock on Friday, and then I leave at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Like, it's 25 hours or something. But if you factor in, okay, it's going to take some time to, like, get an Uber, get to where I'm staying, and then, so then it will be like 24 hours. So, between visiting some family, going to the concert, it'll be a decent amount of stuff, but it should be fun, for sure. So thank you, Stella. Thank you. But I will be, I guess, obligatory end of stream spiel stuff too. So I am going on that trip, but I am still planning on streaming Saturday night at 8 p.m. for more Final Fantasy. As long as I'm not completely wiped from the trip, then I should be doing that stream. If I am completely wiped, I can always cancel it, and I will stream it next week. But it should be happening Saturday night, 8 o'clock, more Final Fantasy, and then Sunday at 2 p.m. will be the usual Sunday Master Duel. I think just chatting would include reacting to stuff, or maybe once you have a subreddit, talk about news or something. I'd like that one day. Yeah, there's a lot of topics you could go for. Like, I could easily, like, do a long just chatting stream, like going through my whole anime list or something, like talking about every anime on there. I could do that. Like, that would be a good topic. Like, all right, just chatting, topic of the day, reviewing all 370 anime that Leo has watched or something like that. It would take a long time, but it's a possibility. Reviewing all 150 plus games that Leo has beaten. Talking about concerts that Leo has been. Like, there's a lot of things I could do, for sure. But, of course, reacting to stuff. Reacting to other videos on YouTube. Or TikToks that I like and stuff like that. Also an option. It would be fun if you had a Discord server. It's funny you say it, Stella. There were a couple people earlier today also saying that in the chat. I think it was like Ved and Crow when they were in here earlier. They were both talking about it. I do agree. It would be fun to have a Discord server, especially because at this point, a few months into streaming, I'm noticing both regulars and semi-regulars. So I would think that if those people have Discord, they would probably be interested in joining a server. So it would be a pretty small group, but since those people come often enough, I mean, it's a little more chance for me to interact with everybody and for everybody to interact with me. I don't check Discord super often, but I check occasionally. And if I had my own server, I would probably check a little bit more often. But I'm not like a social media fiend. Like, I generally just kind of browse every once in a while, and then that's it. I don't really post or comment things as often. But it would be good to have just another avenue of, like, interaction and keeping in touch. And then since I think these people in the chat who have expressed interest in the Discord are here more often, like, they recognize each other's names, and then they can kind of keep in touch. That's just also nice too. But I agree, it would be fun. I was saying it's just like I'm interested in doing it at some point. I just haven't gotten around to looking up the logistics behind setting up like roles for users, any potential bots I would need for like agreeing to rules and moderating things, and like going live pings and stuff like that. You could post that you're live in the server as well. Yeah, exactly, Stella. Like I could have a Leo only, or a channel that's restricted to only me being able to post. And it would just be for going live. So like, hey, going live now with this game, and post a picture of the thumbnail and the link or something. And then when I post it, everybody gets pinged and it's like, oh, Leo's going live. Maybe I can check it out. Yeah, that would be another good way. Just because, you know, if you haven't looked at the schedule and seen what I'm doing what day, like usually I do the pretty consistent, like Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m., Sunday, 2 p.m. Saturday changes. Like sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 8. But, you know, maybe people forget about the schedule. Maybe they haven't looked at it. Maybe they're busy. Maybe they put on the notifications on YouTube, but YouTube didn't actually notify them. It's just another way to get the word out, which is good. I could post my schedules in there. Yeah, I think it would be nice to have, for sure. It's just a matter of when do I have the time to actually go ahead and set it up and figure it out. But based on what people were saying, it doesn't seem like it would be that much in terms of bots and auto stuff, especially for a small server. Also for local time schedule. Yeah, true. Like on the schedules that I post, I have it convert to a few different times. Like my time is Eastern US or EST. And on the schedules I post, I also have it show the time for PST, Pacific time. I think I have Central time, CST. And then I also have GMT on there. So it has 4 time zones on my current schedule for every stream. But if you're not from one of those time zones, then you have to like do the mental math to convert what time does that mean for you. So if there was a bot of some sort that could just automatically do that and let people know, that would be cool. Special formatting for time. You can include UTC Unix timestamp in Discord will automatically convert to viewers' local time. That is very handy. Very handy. Good job, Discord, with that design decision or feature. Yeah, there are definitely times where like I glance at a VTuber schedule quickly. So I'm like, oh, I like the streamer. I just saw they posted it on Twitter. And just because I live in Eastern time, like EST, I just kind of, in my head, when I see times, that's the time that I assume by default. So they might have kind of like my schedule where there's a big time and that's the main time, and then they have like other time zones under it. I might just look at an 8 o'clock and be like, oh, 8 o'clock. So they're streaming 8 o'clock tonight. And then if I pop open YouTube at 8 o'clock when I'm sitting around hanging out, then nobody's there. I'm like, what? Where's the stream? It said 8 o'clock. Well, it's because they're 8 o'clock Pacific. So they're 11 o'clock Eastern. I'm like, that makes sense, but I can't read because I'm a YuGiOh player and YuGiOh players can't read. So of course I didn't catch that. It's like T. Oh yeah, the crazy long numbers because it's like time since this date or something. I almost missed the Monday night box opening stream because I didn't expect it, so that would have been useful. True. The Monday streams are exceedingly rare. I think I've only done 2 or 3, and I think they might have both been Pokemon. Pokemon card openings, I mean. So, yeah, I can see how that would have been tough. I think that was the one where you were also, like, at some, like, your locals or something at the same time. I don't get what letter means what time. I always have to look them up, and then I look up mine, then I convert them. Always super annoying. Lucky me and you share a time zone. That's true, yeah. When we share a time zone, that makes it easier. But, yeah, I don't know, like, if different places call it different. Like, you know, EST and PST for Eastern and Pacific. If you're from the US, I think everybody knows what that means. But if you're from Canada or, like, Mexico or South America or something else that's in that, like, PST, CST, EST area, do they call it the same there? Do they have a different name for it, but it means the same thing? I don't know. Do they just say, like, UTC -5 or GMT -5 or whatever? Because that's kind of the standard time? I don't know. But yes, us sharing it is convenient. At Pokemon Locals, yeah, nice memory. Thank you. I try and remember things that people say that they're gonna do or they were doing or that they're excited for. That's one thing I think, like, not to, like, toot my own horn or anything, but I think that's one thing that I am decent at doing, or I try to focus on doing, is the active listening and active reading. To, like, actually remember if people mention that they're going to be doing something or they like something, or what's going on, and then I can follow up later on. I feel like I'm better with it online than I am in real life. Because it also kind of depends when you catch me. If it's online and I'm streaming, then I'm, like, actually paying attention to chat, so that makes a little more sense. But, like, if I'm at work and I'm in the middle of working on some task that I'm really focused on, and somebody starts a conversation with me and they're, like, going into some random topic, I'm like, uh-huh, yep, cool, uh-huh. Like, I'm just kind of, like, ing my way through the conversation because I'm like, look, I like you, I'm totally fine talking to you, but I'm kind of in the middle of working on this thing, and this is taking away from my attention on it, and now I'm gonna have to, like, refine where I was at. But I'm not gonna, like, I'm not the type of person who's gonna say, like, hey, I'm in the middle of something, like, can we talk in 10 minutes? Like, I don't have it in me. So I would do it there. I just wouldn't engage as much. That's how you can kind of tell. I just lost my train of thought. I was going to say something about how you can tell how much I'm actually listening. Like, if I'm just saying a lot of mm-hms or yeah or, like, oh, really? Or, like, those kinds of things, I'm only half listening while I'm doing something else. Like, I'm on my phone, I'm trying to work on something at work, like... But if I'm, like, clearly making eye contact, or I'm not just kind of making those noises or responses, then I am more active listening. In Russia, we just have Moscow time, UTC +3, and local time. Interesting. I don't know. I'd be curious. I'd be curious to see how other places handle it like that, or if other places handle it like that, and it's just the U.S. has all these different ones. I think it's called the same name, same minus or plus number for the same zone. Right? Yeah. Wah 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 is all I hear. Charlie Brown teacher style. Charlie Brown's a classic. It's the Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown is, like, Halloween icon. Whoops. All right. This is probably, like, the third or fourth time I've said it, because I always do this. I think it's just kind of funny how regularly I go through those same motions. But I think I should definitely end the stream so that I can get ready for bed and get to sleep and get up early and get ready for my trip. So I do wish I could have streamed longer and chatted more, but that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Ha, get it? Because I had a cookie earlier. That's how the cookie crumbles is another favorite saying I have. by the way, just for a fun Leo fact. Could have a fun Leo fact channel in the Discord. I'll have to look into that more. Maybe sometime over the next few weeks when I'm hopefully taking some of that PTO. Anyway, that is it for this stream. Final Fantasy XVI, finally out, finally got to start. Finished the prologue, thought it was very cool. I hope you all had fun watching. I definitely enjoyed it. Classic Leo ending stream for half an hour. Literally, Ved. Literally. Every single time. Like, every single stream. My okay end of stream spiel, and then I'm there for another 30 to 60 minutes. Like, I am incapable of saying, alright, I'm going to end the stream, and then actually ending the stream. Have a good rest, Leo. It's fine if you go on tangents. Thank you, Stella. Yes, I will try my best to have a good rest. I hope you have a good rest as well. I do like to go on my tangents. What can I say? As long as people enjoy listening to me go on the tangents, then that's what's important. Fun Leo fact sounds funny. We could have fun Leo fact and funny Leo fact. It could be a funny fun fact. The FFF. Like I said earlier, upcoming stream schedule, Saturday night, 8 p.m. I'm planning on more Final Fantasy as long as I'm not wiped for my trip. And then Sunday at 2 p.m., the standard Sunday Master Duel. You know how it goes. Got to get those gem farming sessions in before the Labyrinth pack comes back. But yeah, that is everything for this stream. So thank you again for coming. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you had fun and found it enjoyable. I hope to see you on one of these coming weekend streams. And if not, that's cool too. I will surely have more streams next week. Final Fantasy Master Detective comes out next Friday, so I was saying before, there might be a bonus stream on Friday. I might change my thing, so like instead of Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, I do like Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. It doesn't really matter until Monday when I'm coming up with a schedule. But yeah. So as always, I appreciate you coming to the stream, being part of this whole experience, spending your time with me, being active in chat, or just lurking. All of it is a very valid way to consume the Leo Lovelace content. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your night or evening or day, depending on your time zone and where you're at. Lots of time zone discussion today. Not very late, but late for me, 11:30 at night. So if you're around me, then I hope you have a good rest of your night. And until then, or until next time, when I see you on... Oh my god, I'm fucking butchering my own ending. What is going on? I'm too tired. I'm blanking on what I usually say as my last line. This is pathetic. This is so sad. Come on, Leo. Wake up. Wake up. Ye old cheek slaps. You know how it goes. Not that kind of cheek. Get your mind out of the gutter, chat. Normal cheek. Alright. Yes. Anyway, like I said, thank you for coming to the stream. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your night or day. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.